Hi there, Dan's Custom Hot Rods, Wichita, Kansas. Today is not an update on this Monza Pro Street build. Today is a fact finding mission. I don't know what you want to call it. I've been asked by a few people on the internet on how much I charge to build a Pro Street car or truck, same thing. Um, the prices vary, so don't ever hold me to exact. You said this exact number. It won't work. Um, these things vary. The one thing I never include on a build, those wheels and tires. The wheels and tires, all four corners, it's too personal. There are too many choices. Um, they just don't make one wheel and tire combination. So the wheels and tires I stay a long way from. Your choice. You buy them. When we get to this point, as I said in the last video, this is where we buy wheels and tires at, though. It's a personal preference. It's a choice. Everybody has a different opinion on what they want. So that is one thing I don't include in my builds. But let's get real here. The real cost of building something like this is mild steel tubing, typically 2x3 box for this car. Up front, you're going to be talking small 2x2, maybe 1.5 by 1.5. I'm not sure. I haven't got that far yet. But mild steel tubing, 16 feet, 20, 30 foot, $300 to $400. Come on now. There are people out there that are getting soaked by other people for a chassis upwards of $15,000 for something like this. They're trying to make a living off one car. I don't do that. I don't like to do that. And I am not here to rip people off for a simple mild chassis build. The fact of the matter is, this is a unibody car. You'll find F bodies. Some Mustangs are F body cars, I believe. Most of the 90s cars up to 2005, I think, are unibody cars. I'm not absolutely certain about that, but in order to put mild steel square box tubing right here to support a motor and run it all the way back, we're only talking, I can't say more than $500. I don't know steel prices today. But the fact is, there's no reason why the chassis for this car should cost more than $1,000. These are just rough numbers off the top of this thing right here. So you guys out there that are watching this video understand that I don't think, I might be wrong, but I don't think mild steel tubing for a complete chassis in this car should cost more than $1,000. What I'm going to make building it is going to scare you. It's what I think you should be charged, what I think I should pay. Okay? For a mild steel roller for this car, okay, that unibody car. Let's just stay with the unibody car, not this car. Okay, let's just stay with the unibody car. So, a mild steel chassis for a unibody car. The steel shouldn't cost more than $1,000, but I can't promise that at today's prices. We're talking in the vicinity of $4,000 to $6,000. That's going to include a chassis connected under this car. Pretty shortly, we'll get some electricity to move the compressor. We'll get a lift put in. We just closed on this shop last week. Here, there you go. Big 360 degrees. My shop. Paid for. Done deal. I don't have any employees here. It's just me. And for the love of building cars. These are ours. We do this off our paychecks. Yeah, we both still work for a living because that's what we do today. How many of you? I see ya. Yeah, I do too. You do too. But you out there watching this video should not get ripped off for $15,000, $20,000 to build a chassis under a unibody car. That's insanity. That's rip-off. So, at this point, $4,000 to $6,000, roughly, and you're not going to get to hold me to that now. But $4,000 to $6,000 should build a full chassis car, F-body, Mustang, okay? This is not going to be a chromoly 650 cert car for a blown alcohol injected drag car. It's not going to work that way. It's just not going to happen for a 650 cert car. I'm a welding fabrication shop. I'm a welder by trade. That's what I do every night. I go to work and I run a welder. I'm a welding fabrication shop. All I build is Pro Street cars and trucks. That's it. That's all I build at Dan's Custom Hot Rods is Pro Street cars and trucks. I'm a welding fab shop. Okay? Sorry the number's not on here. This is an old, probably a 15-year-old banner. 316-312-2449. That's my number. Wichita, Kansas. But there is no reason in the world why we can't build you a full chassis car, or a full chassis underneath this car, mild steel tubing. It will hold together on a drag strip. You can probably run this down to 9 seconds. I know the brake is somewhere around $8.99, somewhere around that range. And then you start having to have full NHRA safety equipment, ties here, ties there. They drill roll cages, things like that. I don't have an NHRA rule book here at the shop anymore. I just don't have one right now. So, $4,000 to $6,000. There's no reason why it can't be done. That is going to include a full roller rear end, 9-inch Ford housing. Yeah, it's probably going to be original housing unless you want to pay me for something off eBay. I use eBay exclusively. Not everybody does. But I buy off eBay because I found over the years, build after build, it's cheap. It's inexpensive. I'm not buying $1,000 set of Willwood disc brakes. If you want that, you're more than welcome to go bring it to me. I'm not paying for it. $385, $400 for a set of rear disc brakes. I used them on multiple builds. They work. That is a housing. We can get a back brace for an extra $100. Okay. That's a set of strange axles. I don't use Moser. I don't like them. I've broke them several times. Will not go back to them. I use Strange. They used to sponsor me drag racing many, many decades ago. This is a full roller. Rear end housing, axles, gears, third member, outer rear disc brakes. That is ladder bar, coilover, box tubing, rear chassis. That is going to be a front chassis. My fault. I am so sorry. Love winter nasal drip crap. Sorry. Anyways. That is getting full chassis. Okay, front and back. Rear end, complete. May not be Fab 9. That may not be $3,000 fabricated internet rear end. Now that's going to be me narrowing a 9-inch rear end. If you want to bring me a rear end, fine. Knock yourself out. But that gives you an idea of what a full chassis car here at my shop I charge. You're talking $4,000 to $6,000. Why in the world are people charging $10,000 to $15,000 to do this exact thing when the parts are $300 here, $300 here, $400 here, $800 for a rear end? Okay, I get it. They're charging $500 an hour for labor because maybe they have to pay employees. I get that. It's insanity, but I get it. I know what they're charging. I know why they're charging. Been doing this for 35 years. I get. So, when you're talking $4,000 to $6,000 for a chassis, roller, you want to throw in a motor and tranny, you want to bring me a motor and tranny, your motor and tranny, whatever, I'll drop it in for $500 or $600. So what? $500 to drop in a motor. That doesn't mean I'm going to spend hundreds of hours wiring your car. That's just installing a motor. $500. Roll bar. This is going to get us an 8-point roll bar. I don't have a tubing bender here. So I'm buying roll bar kits off of the internet is what this is about. So the roll bar kit, $400 for this thing to my door. I'm going to be charging $500 to install that roll bar in this car. That's on top of the chassis. Those things are all extra above and beyond $4,000 to $6,000 to put your chassis together, install a motor, an extra couple $100, install a roll cage, couple $100. Okay, great. But these are just rough numbers. You won't be able to hold me to that once you get here, but you're not going to get soaked. Oh, you said that was $300 to $500 to install a cage. Why are you charging me $1,500? No, that ain't going to happen. That ain't going to happen at all. I'm not built that way. I can't do that to somebody. $300 to $500 to build a roll cage. You're going to, might cost $600 when we're done. Tabs, extra gussets, things like this. But we're not talking an extra $1,000 above it. That's insanity. That's ridiculous. Let's move on to the Corvette. Okay, yeah, I was here about a month and a half ago. I don't even remember. So what? Now, back half car. Back half. This has an actual frame underneath it. Chevelle, Camaro. This has a frame. This is going to be known as a back half car. We're going to, somewhere around this range, cut the frame off and back half this car. Ladder bar coilover still. I'm a fan of ladder bar coilover, yes, because that's what it requires for street. Now, back half car shouldn't cost more than $5,000. That includes the rear end. That includes ladder bar and coil over. This is going to be a roller again. That does not include a roll cage. I am going to cage this 12-point cage. 12-point cage is roughly $600 kit shipped to my door. I'm going to charge you no more. There's no way I can get to $1,000 on install. That here again, we're getting to the stupid point of building a car. Okay? So you're talking for, I don't know if I could get to $5,000 on back halving a car. I don't know. I don't think I could get to $5,000 back halving a car. There's just not that much involved. So when you start thinking about back halving a car, it's got to have a original frame to hook into it. Otherwise, you go back to a unibody. So, in other words, back halving a car that already has a frame underneath it, full frame. Okay, Corvette, Chevelle, Camaro, big car, whatever. Back halving a frame should not cost more than $4,000. In my book, sorry, in my book. Otherwise, you're soaking somebody. It's a ripoff. A 12-point cage, in my book, should be $600 to $800, maybe. $600 to $800. Install. For me to install a 12-point cage inside this car. I don't think it should cost $800, but anyways. Now, you bring me your motor and tranny, I'll drop it in. No different than the Monza. $300 to $500 to drop one in, install motor mounts, install transmission cross member, da. Okay? These are just rough numbers. This thing right here, my old baby, built it from ground up. Blown small block Chevy, turbo 400, back half car. Okay, ladder bar coilover, street car. Okay, show car. There's no reason why that thing can't be out of this shop. Okay, I've painted stuff. I did that. I did this one. This was me painting the silver base midcoat. And 3M, or whoever it was, I don't remember who it was, came in and wrapped this. The pink is a wrap. The flag is a wrap. Okay, couple $1,000s for a wrap. I have nothing to do with it. I'm a fab shop. That motor should not cost $6,500 on the internet. You're looking at entire build. Small block Chevy, flat tops, iron heads, iron block. There's no reason why this thing should cost more than $3,000. Period. Brand new parts. Back half car. There's no reason why I can't come in and hack this thing up inside and out. My challenge here, by the way, not scratch this thing at all when I back half this car. That's the only, it's me and my wife's joke. Don't scratch the paint. It's already there. I don't want to repaint the damn car. Anyways. Back halving a car should not cost $5,000. When you're all said and done, that includes the damn rear end. Here we go again with personal preference. You want to bring me your rear end? Problem is, you don't know the width of the wheels and tires, the back spacing, all that stuff. You don't know that until we get this thing cut out like the Monza. But you want to bring me your wheels and tires. If you want to bring me an already built rear end, that's fine. But you're going to have a problem with wheel spacing unless we measure what your wheels and tires are back spacing to back spacing. That's the kicker with the rear end. You gotta be where the Monza's at right now with wheels and tires sitting underneath it. With your wheels and tires sitting underneath it, I measure it, and that's where we get the rear end back spacing. Flange to flange is what it's known as. But if you want to bring me a rear end, that's fine. I don't know that we can actually use the damn thing unless we narrow it down to your wheels and tires. Those things right there, okay? The reason why I have these sitting underneath it, stretch a tape measure between the two, and that gives you your flange to flange on a rear end. Whether it be 10-inch wheels here, 12-inch wide that I need for this car, or 14-inch wide for a pickup or something like that. That's why I don't include that stuff. So, you get the picture of where I'm at, where I'm gonna what I'm gonna charge you. I own this place. All I gotta do is pay electricity. And I get to have fun for the love of building cars. So, the next time you guys think that somebody is going to charge you $10,000, bring it to me. Dan's Custom Hot Rods, Wichita, Kansas. I will take care of you. I'll do it my way. There is no right, no wrong way to build a car. Everybody says, oh, you're doing that wrong. There's no such thing. Every car is different. Every build is different. There's no right, there's no wrong to building this car. If somebody tells you it's wrong, they're full of baloney. They do it all their own way. Okay? Needless to say, I've been doing this for 40 years. Mid-80s. Right out of high school. And never stopped. I have stopped drag racing. My eyes are not working right there. Everything's slowed down. Everything's gone wrong. Anyways, I can still drag race. I just don't want to. This is for the love of building cars. I don't need to charge you $15,000 to build this car. So, you've got my numbers. You've got what it takes to build something. Give me a holler. Like us. Thumbs up. Comments. I have none. Why not? Views. We only have 14, 15. I don't want... why can't I get 150? Hello? Start sharing. Start liking us. Facebook. What? All the platforms out there. How about that? YouTube. Where are the comments? Hi. Come on. Where are all the comments? Good or bad? You want to swear at me? I don't care. Goes in one ear and out the other, just like my kids did. Let's start getting together and building pro street cars and trucks. Trucks are about the same amount of money. Actually, they're a lot easier because they don't have a bed on the back. Let's start building some toys together. How about that? Come and see me. Comments, likes, views, hundreds more. Let's see if we can do this. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. See you.